Hey, how's it going everyone? This is Lam here. In today's Fuji Friday, we definitely have some really interesting subjects to talk about, so let's go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that I want to talk about is delayed shipments. This is something that we've all seen coming for quite a while now. It's really hard not to talk about any news without actually talking about the coronavirus that's going on. And it seems like finally governments, companies, and pretty much anybody is making the right decisions when it comes to events and when it comes to people's safety. This is something that's really important because we're prioritizing people's safety and their lives over making gear or making the almighty dollar. The reason why this subject is appearing on Fuji Fridays is because we're seeing delays in a lot of new gear that's coming out for the Fujifilm systems, specifically from Viltrox. Their lens lineup that they were going to have for this year has been delayed. We've already seen that. We should have seen the first new lenses come out right around this time, but unfortunately, it's all been delayed and we're just going to have to wait for them. Another interesting note is that I'm just going to go ahead and put a picture right here. It looks like Tokina is going to come out with a very similar brand, and just by the looks of it, it might be a rebranding of the Viltrox lenses, or maybe they're actually improving the internals a little bit. I do hope that they actually do some minor tweaks, minor improvements to kind of set it differently from the Viltrox one, because I would like to see a Tokina version of that lens that's a little bit more expensive but a little bit more higher quality, because obviously if you do buy the Tokina brand lenses, they're probably going to hold a better resale value. So that's definitely something interesting to follow up on. If you're interested in the Viltrox lenses, you might want to also look into the Tokina lenses, which might be the same thing. It's just that the Tokina name is just a more well-known brand, so better resale value. So definitely check it out before you actually buy one of those Viltrox lenses. Now, another thing that we have heard is that the X-T4 might be seeing some delays, and more interestingly, we might actually see some price adjustments. There's an article on Fujifilm saying that the Russian model of the X-T4 is going to get delayed and there might be a pricing change. This is something that's very interesting to us. It'll be interesting if big camera stores like B&H, which I order from, is going to get affected by this, because I would like to know if there's going to be a price increase. I still probably will get the camera. I'm just very interested in how this is going to affect us, but only time will tell on that. But honestly, I have no problems with any of my camera gear being delayed, because prioritizing people's safety is definitely the right thing to do. Moving on to the next news item, there has been a lot of reports that the Fuji X100V or 5, however you want to call it, is overheating, and there's plenty of videos out there, and I highly recommend you go watch those videos, because I don't own an X100V. It's just not my type of camera. It's just not a video-centric camera, but from the videos and the people that I've talked to, it doesn't seem like it's going to affect any photographers out there. It looks like the camera does warm up. It can be a little bit uncomfortable, but it is going to continue to keep working for the photographers. Now, if you're using it for 4K video, you're going to have to be a little bit more careful with it, because it seems like it does heat up very quickly. And this is something that we've already seen in the X-T20, 30, those camera bodies that are really small. They really contain that heat, and heat is a major issue, especially when you're recording in 4K, because there's just a lot of rendering that's going to be happening inside of the camera. So definitely be aware of that if you're interested in that type of camera. But I don't really know if this is a defect in the camera design, or if this is something that we've already seen in other smaller cameras and it's just got more of a focus because this is a more popular niche camera. Now, if you're an X100V owner, definitely give me your feedback on that. Is this something that is big news, or is this something that's kind of overblown because there really isn't anything else to talk about right now? Because I would love to hear what you have to say about this one, because I'm really on the fence on whether or not this is an issue. Now, the other issue on the X100V that is being reported, which is the ring gear on the lens itself can be a little bit grindy. That is an issue. I do have several lenses that are kind of like that, and honestly, they've never been a problem, but it is very annoying. I can totally see why you wouldn't want a camera like that, and you should definitely contact Fuji customer support. See if you can get that sent in and get it resolved, because it is very annoying, and it's something that if you can get done for free, especially within that warranty period, you should definitely do it. Don't live with it. Just go ahead and get it fixed. Finally, the last thing I do want to talk about is that the Fuji Camera App did get another update. So if you are still trying to use that Fuji Camera App, and I know a lot of you are out there because you still continue to comment on it, definitely go ahead and upgrade it for your Android and Apple. Let me know what you think. Has there been a real improvement? I'm definitely going to try to test it, but honestly, I'm so backed up with stuff right now. I actually have this camera, the X-T200, still in the box that I still need to unbox and get reviewed. but that's what I'm going to try to do over the weekend. I am backed up in videos. It's just been a very busy year, and this virus thing has just kind of made it all crazy. But for this week's Fuji Friday, I usually tell you to have a good weekend, but instead I'm going to tell you to make safe decisions, stay safe, and hopefully you will have a good weekend. I'll see you in the next video.